We're standing in the cross passage of Shakespeare's birthplace, and I'm talking to two visitors who I've actually already had a conversation with only a couple of days ago.
Spoilers.
They are keen. Can I ask you what your names are and where you're from?
Yeah, I'm Gemma, and I live in London with Stu.
Hello.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Peterborough originally, and you can talk.
Yeah, I can. I'm Stuart. From Walsall, not too far away. But yeah, we live in London, and we just come here because we like it.
You are big Shakespeare fans.
Yeah, I reckon he'll go far.
Is that fair enough?
Joking aside, it's brilliant. I think
And you've been here. This is the second time in 3 days. When did we last have the conversation?
It's going to make us seem really sad, but because it's brilliant. It's brilliant, and it's a bit interactive. And then we go in the shop, and it feels a bit rude to just go in the shop without walking through as well.
What brings you back? What does it mean to you to be here?
Well, on a basic level, you're like, oh, this is where Shakespeare's born, and I think as humans we like to see and touch and everything, and definitely get that, but also just on another level, it's lovely and history's amazing, and especially on a day like today, where it's nice and sunny and everything.
I like how it's all laid out and how most of the houses and things, you've got a lovely garden, and the town is quite nice as well to obviously just walk around. It has a nice feel to it, which I think we really enjoy. It feels quite relaxing as well after living in London. Come back and sort of come to the country.
It's aesthetically pleasing, and it's also helps keep the fire of liking Shakespeare alive, I suppose.
And you are actually going to have a very important day in your lives, not very far from here.
Yeah.
Very much involved with Shakespeare. Could you tell us a bit about that?
Well, because Gemma's a heathen, we're not getting married in the church. No, go on.
We're going to get married at the Swan Theatre in the RSC, just down the road.
Amazing.
So big fans, and thought that would be really lovely, and it's a great building, really love the building and all the history behind it and stuff as well. And for me it was quite important because, as we said, we're not religious and we get married in church, but I just wanted to have a feeling of being somewhere that felt special and different, and that's how it feels. So it's really lucky, and everyone's been really great and helped us out loads, haven't they? So.
Yeah, no, the staff there are fantastic, and yeah, it's I think with the lack of a common religion between us, you need to find something that is important to you, because
is Shakespeare your religion?
No, I believe in God. No, but it's something that means as much as anything can do to both of us. And it's a place we can go back and visit. And
yeah,
I
that's
think
nice. Yeah.
A wedding is, it's great. It's obviously, but it's just one day. But the fact that we'll be sitting there watching plays in the future and be remembering that day, that's great. We're
That's really lucky, isn't it?
We got engaged when we went over to Washington, DC, and you can't help but when you watch a film and it pops up with Washington, that's it. So that's how we'll feel about that place. And
that's why some really nice photos.
Yeah, also the food's fantastic there.
Yeah, and the food's really good. Yeah.
And what is it about Shakespeare? Is there a play? Is there a character? Is there something that means something to you?
He is still, I think, the best at having all emotions in one person, and that's how we are. I can be mean sometimes, I can be selfish, I can be funny, and can be ambitious and be philosophical, and then be a bit of a git. And he gets out with all his characters, and well, not all his characters, but that's always moments in any of his plays, be them comedies like we saw Love's Labour's Lost, which is pretty much a farce at times, but there's depth to the characters, and you don't see that in many other things. I'm not saying other playwrights don't do it, but he's the best at that, I feel.
It's so modern as well, because I think you know more about, there's a lot of the plays that I actually haven't seen, and I don't even necessarily know the stories of yet, because we're trying to watch them all. And I'm finding when I see them, so last night I saw Much Ado About Nothing, I hadn't seen it before, and I didn't know the story particularly, and it feels really, really modern, and it's kind of stuff that you can kind of relate to now, which I think is amazing, especially when you think about that was written a really long time ago, but it still feels really sort of familiar, and yeah, so that's the thing that I find the most amazing about it, I think, is just how relevant it is today.
I think Ben Jonson got it right, didn't he, when he said it was not, it's for all times. And last night we saw comparisons with, you know, at the moment misogyny and feminism's in the press a lot, and there's definitely, you know, they were kind of mocking the lady she had with, and that's unfortunately still seems to be happening nowadays. And I'm sure in 10 years' time, when we watch Much Ado again, there'll be something else which is in the news, and you'll see that. And coming back, you asked, is there a particular play? Yes, Richard II. Stop putting Richard III on everyone. Richard II
Yeah,
is
Richard II.
amazing, and it's really hard to get things about Richard II sometimes. But that's my favourite play. And that's
Why is it your favourite play?
it was not the first one we studied at school. We did Julius Caesar actually in year 9, but we did Richard II in A levels, and I couldn't stand it. It was in a classroom and you're reading it. Then we came years ago at the other place, and Samuel West actually played Richard. It was brilliant, and I walked out of it. It was just amazing. And I don't know, I think it's one of the most political plays for me. And because I said to you, but I'm a Republican, I don't agree with monarchy, but I found myself feeling sorry for Richard, who A was a horrible person in the first
He
half of the play.
transforms, doesn't he?
Yeah. And B is about kingship, which I, you know, mock. But I actually felt sorry for him towards the end, which is incredible, and the whole tumult of emotions. Yeah.
And then you start questioning whether, which is weird, is you start questioning whether it's right to do what, you know, they did to him and stuff. When initially you might have gone in and thought, you know, yeah, he was a tyrant, he should be overthrown. So, which is obviously all deliberate. But yeah, it's really, I mean, I didn't really know that story, I hadn't studied it or anything, and then went to see it, and it was amazing. We saw David Tennant do it, so
I think that's
special.
really important though, like, which kind of, although I love reading about Shakespeare and reading the plays now at home as well, the ones I haven't studied or seen, I try and avoid, because they were written to be viewed. They didn't have any, didn't have the trailers at the beginning, which is a shame because trailers are the best part of the film back then. And yeah, going in and seeing something when you don't know. And like, I hadn't seen Love's Labour's Lost before Friday, and we were talking like the last 15 minutes is him selling Love's Labour's Won, which definitely isn't much ado about nothing. But that's amazing, and that makes it more contemporary, more real than kind of any film now. It's just a feeling. It's exhilarating. You walk away and it's from the play, and you feel you walk a little bit lighter. It's great feeling. It's like when you score a goal at football.
Well, thank you very much for talking to us, and have a wonderful wedding. And we'll see you in here again before then.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Thank you.